A couple of weeks ago, I showed you what I believe is the best way to infuse fresh herbs into spirits with the mint washing technique. This works great with alcohol at around 40% ABV or higher. So today we're going to talk about how to do it with a lower proof liquid, such as Amari, vermouth, liqueurs, and sherries. The process to make those is way easier and equally tasty. Today we're going to do it with an Amaro. For a riff on a Black Manhattan, I call the Mint in Black, but you can do this with any kind of fresh herbs and lower proof liqueurs. So without further ado, if you guys are ready, let's infuse some booze. So, for those who may have missed the mint washing video, here's a quick recap. This technique was brought to us by Peter Altenberg from Bird Bar in Copenhagen. Since their bar program mostly focuses on pre-batch cocktails, using fresh herbs was often challenging. If you've tried it before, batching alcohol and fresh herb can be very disappointing because the taste and smell deteriorate super fast, leaving you with a batch of cocktails that taste and smell like wet dog. Thankfully, Altenberg was able to find a way around that with the mint washing technique, which consists in extracting the delicate oils from the herbs with an oleosaccharum and then quickly washing the spirit with the oleosaccharum at a cold temperature, resulting in a concentrated flavor with a decent shelf life. With alcohol at 40% ABV or higher, this technique is necessary because the oils from the herbs are so delicate that the higher ABV can easily ruin them. But with lower proof liquors such as Amaro, this time-consuming method is not necessary and you can achieve great result with only 1 hour. For my cocktail today, we're going to use Amaro Lucano and mint. With its bright herbal bitterness, it makes a great companion for that herb. I would even go so far as to say that it makes a nice alternative for people who don't like Fernet Branca. So now, let's make this. For this we need only the mint leaves and we need 15 grams of them for 350 ml of Amaro. So once you've cleaned them, trimmed them, and weighed them all, you're gonna place the mint leaves in a blender along with your Amaro. Then you're simply gonna blend them, like just a couple of seconds at high speed, no more than that. Otherwise, you're gonna develop some odd flavors. And also, if you blend it too much, chances are your Amaro is gonna stay cloudy after filtration. So just a couple of seconds at high speed, and then you're gonna let that infusing in the fridge for 1 hour. After 1 hour, you're gonna pass your Amaro through a coffee filter, and there you have it, your mint-infused Amaro Lucano. The flavor profile is out of this world. We get that beautiful kick of gentian and wormwood bitterness, rounded up by the caramel and cola notes, all the beautiful complexity from the Lucano, but it's super brightened up by the mint flavor that's bright, crisp, and super fresh. And also, I've made another batch of this that I kept in the fridge 1 month before going through it all, and the flavor remained intact the whole time, like if I had just made it the day before. So the shelf life of this is great, and the flavor is stable, which is perfect for pre-batch cocktails. But today we're not making a pre-batch cocktail, we're making the Mint in Black, and for this we're gonna need rye whiskey, mint-infused Amaro Lucano, Angostura bitters, and celery bitters. So as I said, this is a riff on a Black Manhattan using a different Amaro, mint, and celery bitters. If you're skeptical about the celery bitters in this recipe or in cocktails in general, I'm telling you it is a great ingredient. It adds a lot of complexity and vegetal notes to your cocktails, and some of my favorite spirits to use it with is rye whiskey, mezcal, and gin, just to name a few. So overall it is a very versatile bitters, really worth adding to your arsenal. So now, let's build a cocktail. So we're gonna start in a mixing glass by adding 2 ounces of our chosen rye whiskey, 3/4 of an ounce of our mint-infused Amaro Lucano, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. Always double up the amount when using a small Japanese dasher bottle like this. And then we're gonna add 1 dash of celery bitters. We're gonna add ice and stir for about 60 revolutions. Strain it in a cocktail coupe. And for just a little bit of extra aroma and to make it pretty, we're gonna add just 1 little mint leaf floating in the middle of the cocktail, just like this. And there you have it, my friends, the Mint in Black. Cheers. This is really my kind of cocktails. I don't know if you watched last week's video, but I talked about how I moved away from the classic Manhattan and embraced the Black Manhattan tablet as one of my favorite Manhattan style cocktail. Really, this one falls into that category. We get nice body, nice texture, and a lot of complexity. The first thing that we get is the rye whiskey, and then right away, right after that, we get mint and celery blended together that gives nice, bright vegetal notes, and something that I really like and enjoy about the Lucano, which I haven't talked about before, but it has some very nice floral notes, and I think it may not be intuitive to mix floral and whiskey, but for me it is something that's very pleasant. I love elderflower liqueur with rye whiskey, for example, so here all that works marvelously together. We get that beautiful mint, bright, fresh aroma and taste that's very natural, like if we would have muddled the mint right into our mixing glass. It is that bright, that fresh, and I love it. So my friends, this is it for me today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, to turn that bell if you want to make sure not to miss the next video, and to check us out on Patreon because we have some pretty cool stuff going on there. So once again, have a great day. Thank you very much and see you very soon. Cheers. Dry mud.